Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. The most important decision you will ever make in the Philippines. You know, in light of the recent earthquakes that have hit the Philippines, two in the last week and a half, one 6.8, one 7.6, it's very important that you choose your location wisely. Remember, the Philippines is the most disaster-prone place on earth. Disaster can strike anywhere at any time. Our focus is in the wrong place or places. The cost of living, relationships, to rent or to buy, and other things we consider, they pale in comparison to our location in the Philippines. Your decision on where to live could cost you your life. I'm not overreacting, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a lot of foreigners and tourists that have been killed in the Philippines during these disasters. If you don't believe me, go ahead and Google Typhoon Yolanda and see how many foreigners and tourists died there in that disaster. The Philippines is in what's called the Pacific Ocean's typhoon belt. So about 30% of the world's tropical cyclones form there. About 6 to 9 make landfall. So I'm going to give you some areas to either avoid or to think about when it comes time to visiting the Philippines or locating or relocating here. Now, if typhoons and cyclones have you worried, then you may want to avoid the northern Luzon area, the Bicol region, and the eastern Visayas. There's about 20 tropical typhoons enter the country every year. And some of those areas would be Pangasinan, Pampanga, Cagayan, Samar, Leyte, Tarlac. These provinces are among the most at risk provinces in the Philippines for typhoons. So if that has you worried, avoid those areas. See, believe it or not, and you have to be honest with yourself, this stuff never crosses your mind when you think about the Philippines. If it does, only for a split second. Because our minds are somewhere else. The focus somewhere else, man. I'm going to tell you, where you decide to live and to visit in the Philippines is the most important decision you'll ever make when you come over here. Because it could cost you your life. Now, if earthquakes have you worried, like I said, a couple just hit here in the last week and a half. One just a couple of days ago, 7.6. They even had a tsunami warning and everything. But here are some regions that have high risk of an earthquake. The western coast of Luzon, that includes like Zambales, La Union, because a guy was asking me about La Union on my live stream yesterday. Benguet, also the eastern coast of Mindanao, where it just hit. Davao Oriental, that's exactly where that last earthquake hit. Surigao del Sur, Lanao del Sur, Sarangani. All of these are in the eastern coast of Mindanao. The eastern coast of Visayas region, like the Comigan Islands, which is a very popular tourist place. The Sulu Archipelago, which I wouldn't suggest you go there anyway. But if you happen to be there, it runs a high risk of an earthquake happening. And then also the western coast of Negros Island. So Cebu, Palawan. So if earthquakes have you shook or worried, stay away from those regions. And you can easily Google this stuff. The only reason I'm making the video is because our minds are not on these type of natural disasters. Because they can strike at any time, anywhere over here in the Philippines. This is the #1 disaster-prone place on the planet, bar none. Now, these following regions and provinces in the Philippines are high risk for volcanic eruptions. Because I live about an hour away from an active volcano. But according to my research, Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, so all of Mindoro, basically, which is up by Puerto Galera, it's in Luzon. Pangasinan again. Remember, they were on the list, and a lot of my viewers and subscribers, they stay up in Pangasinan, or near there. Ilocos Sur, Eastern Samar, Zambales again, Aurora, and Northern Samar. Now, a lot of these areas that I'm talking about, they have double risk, man. Typhoons and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Now, last and certainly not least, here's the top 5 areas in the Philippines susceptible to landslides. Yeah, you got to be careful over here, man. Benguet, which I already mentioned. Apayao and Southern Leyte. Now, 2 of the areas I didn't put on here because, like I said, they're near the Sulu archipelago. I don't suggest you go there. But in light of the recent earthquakes in the Philippines, I think it's very important that you chart your course when you come over here. You know exactly where you go. You pay attention to the weather. I've done several videos about this, but I thought that I'd better do it again because our mans are not in the right place, guys. Their own women, their own relationships, their own cost of living, their own things that pale in comparison to the decision you're going to make as to where you're going to live or where you're going to visit here. And that decision is the most decision you ever have to make here because it could cost you your life. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Just a short video to get your mind right. Get in the right place, the right focus. If you're in America, it's getting late. It's already late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, see somebody on the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early, I'm going to do my walk. Not a day goes by, I don't help somebody. We did the Are You Smarter Than a Grade 5 Student yesterday. It's fast becoming the favorite game show here in the Philippines. Not a day goes by, I don't help somebody, I promise you. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy the Christmas lights here in San Carlos City. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight.